Welcome guys to UrGamingTechie's VR show, a show where we look at PC VR, PSVR, and mobile VR, so you guys don't have to waste your time and money. And today, we're looking at something different. We're looking at a game mode that's an alpha for Rec Room, and it's called Royale. Now, if you guys have heard of Fortnite before and PUBG, I think this is something you guys are going to find super cool. I think you guys need to check this out. Let's roll the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a recce is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, welcome to Rec Room. So we're here today to actually check out a new mode that they just added into the game literally less than 24 hours ago. And it's called Royale. Now if you guys are familiar with games like Fortnite or games like PUBG, it's basically a last man standing. You get dropped on an island. Everyone scatters around, they fly off to wherever they want to go. It's a last man standing, and a storm approaches to them and tries to shrink the map a little by little to try and keep you moving so you don't stand still. You find weapons and stuff around the map by opening up crates and stuff. Last man standing wins. So this game just added it, and I'm excited to try it out. It is an alpha for this weekend only. It's supposed to come back out in June after they make some improvements based on people's feedback. So I'm excited to jump in here right now and show you guys it. And if we open up our watch here, and click on activities, you can see Royale is listed here, walk only and teleport only. So we're actually going to start with the teleport room, and we'll start there, and then we'll do a couple from teleport, and then we'll do the walk only and see how they compare.
Yeah, why didn't you already have it? Because I don't want it. It's 15 gigabytes. I don't need it. I don't even want it.
You don't have a terabyte? Nah, you probably you're probably filled that shit already.
I have a terabyte on my computer, and I was just like, alright, I'll try Fortnite. Oh, 15 gigabytes, never mind.
I hate Fortnite so much.
I mean,
since when is 15 gigabytes a lot of memory? Come on, nowadays?
It's not that much.
I know,
dude,
but
Call
like,
of Duty takes like 60.
I know, my Call of Duty on Xbox One X is 95.
Oh shit,
Fuck that. Call of Duty sucks.
Yeah, but the thing is, Fortnite is a game that I probably wouldn't even want to play, you know? So.
It's all about Rainbow Six Siege.
Then again, I did
right.
just
Rainbow
like
Six.
a 50 gigabyte.
I'm terrible at that game.
An hour.
Is this supposed to be starting over here?
Well, you know, I thought so. I thought it was going to, but you know, now it's looking like we're just chilling.
Yeah, it's a glitch lobby. You have to join another room.
All of them are.
Time to join another one. That's a cool experience though when you get into that lobby first. You know, it's an alpha, so yeah, see, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Oh, don't click it.
It looks like
No bamboozle. You want to work together? No bamboozle.
Yeah, but only if I can follow you.
Is this anyone's first
I
game?
want that blue. Players arrive.
Yeah. Don't shoot me. Okay, don't shoot me. I won't shoot you.
Alright, I gotta memorize what you look like.
I want to be on team with.
Don't forget the space.
I do not.
Yo, this lobby's actually working.
Yeah, let's go.
Like honestly, no.
Everyone to the
I'm
bus.
pink.
I'll try.
It's the bus.
Maximum
To the bus.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
GG, everyone.
This is cool as hell.
The VR headset.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh my
I
god,
don't
look
think
at
it's
this
because
place.
it's the VR
Jump
headset.
Come on.
We all are actually about to jump off of
Get
this.
back inside. Get back inside.
We're gonna go in. We're gonna move.
I'm gonna try to follow you.
Oh, that's cool.
Are you listening to my plan? You're like the army.
I have to wait.
Move on.
What the hell is going on? Oh!
I'll tell you when to jump off. I'll tell you when to jump off.
Alright, here we go.
Let's see. No.
Let's pick that house over there. So we just walk off of this?
Yeah, you just walk off.
Works for me. Let's go to that house in the corner over there. Is there anybody following us? Oh look, you can see everyone up there. This is like really awesome. I did not expect them to let you actually jump off. I thought they were just going to start us on a random point of a match. Like at a random point on the map. And just tell you to go. Is that a loot box? You gotta hold it. Yep. Alright, that works. Oh. Damn it!
Sorry, mate, nothing personal.
So these are the 3 people that have lost first.
Oh, I could see the Fortnite community is also transferred over to screaming 5-year-olds.
I just landed on the fucking map, bro.
Right, like...
Some people just don't...
There's a
This
good look at
map
the
is
map.
glorious, and if you don't agree with me, then I hate you.
You sound like Kyle from South Park.
You sound like a faggot. Alright,
Oh boy. Alright, time to try this again.
yeah.
How do I bring your
Holy...
It looks like you're the first one here.
What the hell is going on in this room?
Freaking child! More players around.
Guys, have you ever been in a storm? You mean storm?
Hey, Jack, hit 16.
Oh, this is for real right now? Look at this guy on the floor.
Dude, it's my Guardian system! It's broken!
You've got a light blue name tag.
Why are half the people here blocked? Why did half the people here block me? All right. It looks like you're the first one here.
How do you figure I'm the first one here?
Smarty, hey sausage.
The lobby's working now, but we just have to wait.
Yeah, this lobby
We
works.
need at least 2 more people.
2 more people need to join. Somebody leaves. Alright,
Oh,
one more.
we can play.
Wait, wait.
There you are.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
I won my last one.
Hey, we can start.
Nice!
Let's go. To the bus we go.
You got so much echo.
Hell yeah!
Are you
someone's
guys
got an
ready to
echo
die
going.
in the first 5 seconds?
Well, you know, just don't be bad at the game and then you won't die in 5 seconds.
I want to
share
the short one with the blue shirt.
Never played Fortnite, I don't really care about this, I don't put much effort.
That's a good attitude to have while you're playing a game. I don't really care about this, but I'm just here wasting my time.
Yeah, more or less.
Hey guys, you guys just rotate.
I always play things like I hate too all the time. Alright, everyone jumped off, so we're good. Let's go! Let's fall right here. I don't think we got many people around us. Alright. We're at the edge of the map, right? Yeah.
Wait, come on, how do you load this? It wouldn't fire.
Oh shit.
Out of ammo.
So am I.
Oh boy. No. Oh. Does this thing work? Nope.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You want your thing?
Yeah, if you
I rotate
rotate...
mine.
Yeah, but if you do it at the wrong moment,
Yeah.
you, like, your position gets saved from where...
Alright, let's go back to the dorm room real quick, just to have a quick discussion here. Let's open this up. So, I must say that that's a really cool experience here that we just had with this game. This is an early, like I said, in an alpha stage, and that was actually a lot of fun. I'm terrible at it. I need some practice, especially with the teleport. We're going to try a match here of moving around ourselves. Maybe that will make it a little bit better, so people can't just teleport all over the place better than I can. But that was like, I didn't expect them to be able to let you go on a bus, and all of you are chatting in the bus. I didn't even think about that. And then we actually jump off and glide, and it glides really well with the controls and stuff. I can't believe this is an alpha. Like, the only thing buggy is the lobby system starting. And you know, you get one eventually that works. So let's go ahead and now do walking only. Why did this put us back in the room? Let's try that again.
Hola.
Hola.
Esa es la sala, antes de que empiece el juego.
No sé si me deja entrar.
No te veas.
Sí me dejó entrar.
Oh, ok, entonces ya dice que sí te puedo invitar al...
Ahora sabemos que se lo inventan, pero cuando yo quiera entrar no puedo, yo sola.
Hello.
Oh,
Bye.
esto ya se la dio.
Sí, yo estoy en el suelo. Literalmente estoy aquí.
Let's get into this house. So you can still teleport if you want to, so that's good. So you basically got both options. You can only walk in the direction that you're looking, so there's no snap turning. You would have to actually physically turn your head around. So you can't just snap turn. There's a box. So this has unlimited ammo? No, but it just reloads on its own. Thought I heard someone. I know you can't do wield, but I was hoping you can like attach. I guess you can't actually like put it to the side of you or anything. Where are we? Oh boy, we need to move. So we need to go that way. There's this thing in the middle of the water. Oh wow, he ended up all the way over there. God damn it, I ran out of ammo. Let's get back into our room. Have a little discussion here real quick. So, obviously that is Rec Royale, which is awesome. After playing those two modes, it's just a really fun experience, but I'm actually going to give you guys some final thoughts on this because I have some things to say about what I just experienced in this in the early alpha stages. So let's get out of virtual reality, let's get into reality, and let's go ahead and give you my final thoughts so far on this early alpha preview of Rec Royale. Alright guys, so we're here to talk about Rec Royale. As you guys just saw, some of the gameplay, this is an alpha, so let me be clear that this game is only an alpha for this weekend. So you guys can actually, if you see this video now posted, you guys have until the end of the weekend to play it for yourselves. It's free if you got a VR headset. It's not on PSVR yet. Apparently it's in the works. So the beta is not going to be out on PSVR, but if you have an Oculus Rift or HTC Vive, you could definitely play it. So, with that being said, though, let's get into my thoughts on this. Now, I had no expectations when I walked in here. My thought in my head, I've never played, caveat, any of the VR Battle Royale games yet. This is the first one I've played. We are going to play another one and have a review of another one out there here soon on the channel. But this is the first one I've played. And what I thought was going to happen in these games, because I didn't think they would actually mimic you being on the bus and like flying and actually physically jumping off of it and like using a hang glider and stuff. I didn't think that they were actually going to go that deep. I thought they were just going to put you in random spots on the map, and then, you know, the Battle Royale took out from there, where you had to like kill, you know, be the last one standing and kill each other, and, you know, the storm would hit you and all that other stuff. But I thought that whole first part was going to be taken out. When I got up there and I saw that 16 people were in there being able to talk to each other, now granted, sometimes it can get chaotic because people are in there going crazy, as you saw sometimes. But if you get a good group in there, you can have a lot of fun talking and stuff, and you're on the bus all communicating and stuff. And when that bus started moving, and I realized that, like, oh, we're actually going to go over this map, and then you look on the floor and the map is there and stuff, and you're actually seeing the map, you go over the map and stuff, that was just awesome. And then the doors flap open, and you literally can just walk off. You literally just walk off, and you just pick your hang glider. The hang glider controls are surprisingly work really, like, no, I'm not going to go crazy and say really, really well, but they work well. I got where I wanted to go mostly, like, as much as, you know, you would get to somewhere if you were using anything else in any other Battle Royale games. It worked, and it was impressive on how much fun I actually had just gliding around and stuff. And like, no, there was no mention of any like motion sickness or anything with any of that stuff. Obviously, I played a lot of VR games, but there's been a very small handful that have like gotten me motion sickness based on some stuff. But like, there was nothing in this one. Then when you actually landed in there, I find out now, so just to let you guys know, so you guys know if you're playing it or if you're wondering about it, that there is actually the mode where you can actually do, like, not do a wield, you can't do a wield in the game, but you can actually, I don't know if you guys remember in the beginning of the video, I was trying to pick up a weapon and put it on the side of me, and it wasn't working. There's actually, I was hitting the wrong button. You actually can pick up, like, 2 weapons and then put one on the side of you to hold on for later, or even other items that you may come across. Put them on the side for later, and then continue using the other weapons. So that would have been a lot more helpful, considering that, like, if you meet people and like one actually runs out of ammo, you can drop that one and pick up the one on top of you, and not have to worry about picking some up off the ground. But we know now for the future when we play this. But just to let you guys know that is in there and that will work. So when I actually got dropped in there, and the loot mechanic, even the loot box mechanic was a good idea in my opinion, because you don't want to just be able to open the thing up and just go. Like, you need to add some tension where you're actually going to see, hey, should I go pick that up? So you have to like hold it in the position of actually picking something up like 5 seconds or 4 seconds until it actually opens and takes everything out. So I thought that was a pretty cool mechanic in the game too. And I just had, the meeting the players, I was obviously terrible at it. You guys saw that for yourselves. But, we'll get some practice in there and get better at it. But, the graphics are actually pretty well done in there. The cartoony graphics work well. It obviously reminds me of the Fortnite vibe. Obviously not as graphically detailed because it's VR, but, like, very, very good looking, Rec Room style game here that they have going on. And, the controls work. The weapons that I found were good. I know we didn't find every weapon, obviously. I know some people in the chat were talking about rocket launchers and stuff. So, that's all in there as well. But I just had a lot of fun. The mechanics all work. Everything in there was work. The only issues that we saw that currently in the game, and it's an alpha, so it's expected, is some of the matchmaking, actually, when you're going into lobbies. You can see that if the names aren't, like, on the list on the board when we get in, you know that the lobby's, like, not going to work. Like, if you get in there and there's 10 people in there, there's no one's name on the board, you could just walk out if you want to, because it's not going to launch anything from the ones I've experienced. So that's the only caveat to that, but it's an alpha weekend for a reason. They're trying to figure out the bugs and stuff. And for you to be able to go in there and play all those matches and not really have any major issues except having to, join a few rooms a couple of times just to get the matchmaking to work for an alpha weekend for something like this is awesome. And I was happy to report that like I was always finding new people because VR with multiplayer sometimes it's hard to find people. Granted, it just came out today, but Rec Room is the most popular game and always has people playing it every day. So I shouldn't be that surprised that this is getting full and with people playing in there. But I'm happy to report that it seems to be something that may catch on with people because it seems to be a really fun game mode and very different to their other styles of game that are in there. And I think they did a good job with what's there. It's a really good start to the alpha build. I'm excited to see them improve it even further and maybe improve whatever they need to improve. But I had a lot of fun. The jumping off was awesome. The gliding was awesome. The controls worked. The guns worked. Everything out there is working as it should, and it's a really cool game. And I'm looking forward to definitely playing more of it. I did forget to mention something important with the 2 options that you guys saw that I think you guys want to know about that I almost forgot to mention. With the teleport rooms that you can just join teleport only rooms or the walking one. So there is no quick turn. Like you can only move forward in the direction that you're actually looking. And I actually like that because there have been like I said, a couple of games out there for me at least that get me a little nauseous sometimes after playing for a while. If it's just free motion, I still sometimes run into some of those issues depending on the game and how they handle it. And I mean, I haven't had a lot of problems with it, but there have been a handful of games. And this one, I didn't have any problems at all. I'm never gonna join lobbies anymore that are just teleport to move. I'm always gonna join the other one. I didn't have a hint of motion sickness at all when you move around, no matter where I was moving or stuff. Because I guess since you're moving with just your head looking forward and you're not snap turning all the time and stuff to move, I guess it does help a lot. But I didn't have any issues at all, not even a little bit. So that's just to let you guys know what I think. You guys should definitely try out the teleport. Even if you're prone to being a little bit motion sickness with other games that offer free locomotion, I'd still give this one a try for sure because sometimes I get that in some games after playing for a while, and I didn't have any issues with this one at all. So I'll be playing this one, and I'm with no teleport, and that's awesome. I think they did a good job with how they did it. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions on anything you saw or any questions about what I've played or anything about the mode, go ahead and leave them below, guys. Remember, this game is an alpha still. It's actually only running till this weekend, and it's supposed to come out in early June again. So if you see, just keep that in mind while you're watching the video. But still think it's great. I had a lot of fun. Till next time, guys. Thank you guys for watching.
Gaming Techie is the gaming tech. Gaming Techie. Gaming Tech. Eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a recce is the gaming tech. Gaming Techie is the gaming tech. Gaming Techie.